What's up, y'all? My name is Devin, the DIY Lawn Coach. Hope you're having a great day today. Thank you so much for checking out the video. So I am obviously not in the lawn. We are headed to a client's yard.
Help is on the way, dear! Mrs. Doubtfire! Help is on the way!
To a new client who called and said they are just not happy with the results that they are currently getting. So I've got about a 20-25 minute drive to get there. And it's one of the advantages of lawn coaching is you really get that one-on-one, personalized touch with taking care of your lawn. So if you're unhappy with kind of where things are and just don't know where to turn, lawn coaching is a great solution. So anyway, a little bit about this client. So they built this home about a year or so ago and laid down some sod. He's got an irrigation system, and called and just said he's not happy with what's going on. He felt like the lawn should be looking better than it has. We talked a little bit about his watering schedule. We're going to get that corrected. I think that's probably some of the issue, is he's just not watering deep enough. I think he's watering too frequently, so we'll get that corrected. We talked about his mowing schedule a little bit. I want him to start mowing a little bit more often. I think right now he's mowing once a week, so we'll get that taken care of. We'll get him mowing a couple times a week, 2-3 times a week. And then, we're going to come out here, and he says the lawn is just kind of yellow and just not responding to fertilizer. So we're going to walk the lawn. I advise him to do a soil test to try to figure out, make sure his pH is right, make sure his nitrogen levels and iron and boron and all that good stuff is right. And then we'll kind of diagnose and see what I think is going on. But just wanted to bring you guys along with me, show you kind of what lawn coaching is all about, and how, if you're experiencing some problems in your lawn, maybe similar to what this client is experiencing, maybe you can get those corrected too. So thank you so much for checking out the video, and we'll see you whenever we get there. Guys, so we are on location, and as you can see, kind of looking at the lawn, there's a lot of, kind of looks yellow. I'm kind of looking at it right now, and it looks sort of thin and kind of blotchy. If you go down towards the bottom, you can see it's pretty green, and then up here it kind of turns yellow. So I'm just going to kind of walk around and just kind of look at the lawn, inspect it, and see what I think is going on. Obviously there are some patches here where it's thin. He's got a lot of thatch build up. I can already see that. So the first thing you want to do, I'm going to kind of give the grass kind of a pull test. I'm going to grab kind of a clump of grass. I'm going to pull on it and see if it pulls up. And just checking for bugs. And it doesn't, from right here, it doesn't really pull up, so I'm not really worried about grubs there. There is a whole lot of dead material in here that needs to be removed. Let me bring you guys in a little bit closer and show you what I'm looking at. All right, so we come out here in the lawn, and you get down in here, and you can see there's a lot of dead thatch material in here. See all that dead thatch? So the grass is trying to grow its way through it, but you look down in here and look at all this dead material. So the lawn is really just kind of choking itself out. So you see all that dead thatch material. So even if you come up just another area, see all this right here? So the grass, a good clump of grass right here, but it can't grow through it because of all the thatch. So you can see all that dead material we're pulling out. All right, so we're going to keep walking the lawn just to make sure, see what else we see. Same thing, see a little bit of weeds. It looks a little bit better down here. There's still quite a bit of thatch, so I'm gonna when I pull a soil test, I'm going to do a soil test here in just a minute, and we'll be able to kind of look at the thatch layer. Okay. A little bit of weeds. No big deal. Yep, still kind of the same thing. A lot of heavy thatch. So what causes this is overwatering, and you're not getting a lot of biological activity in the grass. As he's mowing, he's not, that material's not able to break down. But I don't see any signs of insect damage. I certainly don't see any fungus, any lesions on the grass. So I don't see that is what's causing it. It really just looks like a thatch issue. Here's a lot more dead material. And really, there's only a couple different options you have to get rid of the thatch. And he's just going to have to get either aerate in the fall or dethatch. You can't really do that right now just because we are getting ready to go into summer, and that would be detrimental to the turf. But yeah, he's got a heavy amount of thatch that he's got to get rid of. So let's also do a soil test because we want to make sure that the pH is right. So this is a soil test kit. I have these available on my website, or you could buy them directly from mysoil.com. It's really simple. I'll show you guys how we do this. I've got this little plugger here, so we're going to pull a core, a sample, and then we're going to collect it all up. So let's open this up and show you guys what it looks like. So in the kit, you get a little registration information. This is a prepaid envelope to be able to return the mail. And then inside is a sample that gets put inside the bag and returned. And then this is the scoop. So what we're going to do is we're going to walk out into the lawn in about 4 or 5 different spots throughout the lawn to get a nice, good even, sample of soil. And then we'll bring it back. We'll kind of clean it up, get rid of all the sticks and maybe stems and grass blades. And then we'll fill up the cup that they give you. We'll dump it inside the soil container. We'll put it in the envelope. We'll stick it in the mailbox. It usually takes 4 or 5 days to get results depending on where you live. And then the last thing you got to do is go online, sign up, put your name and address and all that good stuff. And then that way, that's how they communicate with you. So when the soil tests come back, you'll be able to view your results. So I'm gonna walk around the lawn, take my sample, and then I'll show you guys how we package this all up. So hang on. Our soil samples. We're going to bring this to the back of the truck and we'll look at it. I see some pretty interesting stuff, so let me get this camera set up and then I'll show you guys what we're looking at. So these are the different cores that I pulled out. All right, and so I had a really hard time pulling some cores out towards the top of the lawn, which is normal because water rolls downhill. So the further I got down to the bottom of the lawn, the cores were a lot easier to pull out. So we've been, again, getting tons of rain. There's no reason I shouldn't be able to pull a really nice core out of this lawn. So he is he's got some compaction issues, which is normal. New construction, hasn't really had time to work on his soil. I'm not sure if he's ever aerated before, but I'm going to strongly suggest that. But as you get further down towards the bottom of the lawn, it's really easy to pull that core. So looking at this core sample, so this is a really nice core. You can see a lot of, not a whole lot of organic material. This will crumble. This is a clay lawn. That's what we've got here in Western North Carolina. but you can see all of the thatch, and the roots aren't going very deep. As I crumble this up, I'm not seeing any root material down inside this sample. So, you can see this is the thatch layer. So there's grass on top of here, and the roots really stop, just shallow root system. So that is a result of probably shallow watering, which we kind of know about, and then all this thatch material and the lawn being compacted. So what we're going to do is we're going to clean this up. I've got to remove all this thatch material. We don't want any roots in there. We just want good soil because we want to know what we're working with. So I'll clean this up, and then we're going to fill this. We'll take the material, we'll fill this cup up because that's the amount of soil that we need for our measurement. And then we're going to stick it inside. We're going to take the soil, we're going to pour it inside this cup, and then we're going to slide the cup inside of here, seal it, put our address, mail it off, and then like I said earlier, we'll take this card and we'll register the kit. So. Recommend is a heavy overseed and plug in the fall. Being that we're getting ready to go into the hottest part of the year, we can't really do much as far as aerification or dethatching at this point, because we'll end up losing our turf. And so I'm gonna have to tell him to be patient. We've got to get through the hot period and get him to fall. But Greene County Fertilizer has a product called Dethatch, which I've used in the past. So I'm going to advise him to start putting down a monthly application of Dethatch to see if we can't get some biological activity going and try to get some of this thatch broken down. We're just going to keep pushing fertilizer. We're going to work on his mowing. We're going to work on his watering schedule. And then, come the fall time, we'll have him do a plug and overseed, and that'll really improve the lawns. We are back in the truck and just kind of thinking about the client and everything, just left their yard and all that kind of stuff. So I think what I'm going to recommend is, like we talked about while I was there, this time of year there's not really much we can do because the weather, right? We can't dethatch, we can't airify, we can't do that stuff right now because it's too stressful on the lawn and the timing is not right. But like I mentioned, Greene County makes a couple different products that I'm going to recommend that he start making monthly applications of, and that's going to be Dethatch, which Dethatch is a great product. It'll help increase some of the microbiology of the soil. It'll start kind of breaking down some of that thatch that he's got. It's not, he's got a heavy amount of thatch. I don't know that that's going to cure it, but it will certainly help. It's got a little bit of molasses in there, so that's what kind of feeds those microbes and help break everything down. And then I'm going to advise that he start doing monthly applications of the high rate of aerate as well until fall when he can overseed and plug. So two great options. He just got to, like I said earlier, he's got to remain patient. It's not something we're going to just fix overnight. It's not the right time of year for that. So if you've got a lot of thatch issues in your grass or your lawn and aren't sure what to do, Dethatch and aerate are two great products. They work. They work. It just takes a little bit of time. So again, I appreciate you guys joining me. My name is Devin, the DIY Lawn Coach. Hope you have a great day, and I can't wait to see you guys in the lawn.